I used to measure my life in notifications, in inbox zero, in how many tabs I could have opened before my browser crashed. My goal was to be faster, to consume more information, to optimize every second. And then, one day, I just stopped. I was productive, but I had no purpose. I was connected, but I felt completely alone in the noise. So, I made a strange decision. For 1 year, I would pursue something with no economic value. No side hustle, no content to post. I would spend 1 hour every single day learning the art of calligraphy, not to become a master, but to see what would happen to me if I tried. The rules were simple. First, 1 hour, no more, no less. Consistency over marathon sessions. Second, no monetizing. This wasn't for sale. Third, and most importantly, no judging the day's work. The goal was the action, not the outcome. The first month was humiliating. My hands, so used to typing, felt alien. The pen was a wobbly, uncooperative stranger. My A's looked like dying spiders. My O's were never closed. The voice in my head was loud. This is a waste of time. You could be learning Python. You could be working out. But I had made a promise. Not to get good, but just to show up. And then, around day 60, something shifted. It wasn't that my letters suddenly became beautiful. It was that the process became beautiful. I started to notice things I'd never seen before. I learned the language of the tools, the way a specific nib flexes under pressure, the sound of good paper, the way black ink isn't just black, it has shades of blue, of brown, depending on the light. My world, which had felt so large and noisy, shrank down to the size of a single page. And in that small space, I found a silence I didn't know existed. That hour became a sanctuary, a non-negotiable space between me and the chaos. The anxiety that used to buzz in my chest, it didn't disappear. But for that 1 hour, it had to wait outside. I wasn't just learning to shape letters. I was learning to shape my attention. Calligraphy is all about pressure and release. The downstroke is firm, intentional. The upstroke is light, a release. I started to see my whole life in those terms. What in my life needed a firm, downward pressure? My boundaries, my core values, and what needed a light, upward release? My need for control, my reaction to other people's opinions. The goal was no longer a perfect letter. The goal was the state of mind I entered to create it. Focus, patience, presence. That was the real skill I was sculpting. On the 365th day, I finished. I had a stack of paper a foot high, a collection of every failure, every breakthrough, every moment of patience. It was the most valuable thing I owned. I didn't become a famous calligrapher. I didn't make a single dollar, but I gained something else. I gained a mind that could focus on one thing for a full hour without craving a distraction. I gained the ability to be patient with myself, to see struggle not as failure, but as part of the process. I found a sense of calm that now bleeds into everything else I do. So, I want to ask you a question. What's your version of my calligraphy? What is that one pointless skill you've always been curious about? The one you'd never put on a resume? Woodworking? Learning a language? Gardening? Playing the harmonica? Don't do it to become the best. Do it to get lost in the process. Do it to meet a quieter version of yourself. Give yourself permission to be a beginner again. To be bad at something, just for the joy of being slightly less bad at it tomorrow. The world is loud. Find your quiet thing, and let it teach you how to listen. Thanks for watching.